Hey everybody, what I want to do during this brief video is kind of explain a little bit about what we try to represent here at Cigarfellas.com and to hopefully get you guys involved in more of the cigar world itself. The reason that Cigarfellas came along is because I noticed that there was quite a few companies out there that actually reviewed cigars, and I believe, this is just my opinion, that they were compensated for their reviews. And in turn, I felt that because they were compensated, maybe they offered a biased type opinion to cigars. Now, I'm not naming any companies, and I'm not for sure about any of this, but I can certainly tell you that through my growth in cigars, that's exactly how I felt. So, on a whim, I decided, you know what? I'm going to try to do cigar reviews. And granted, some of my cigar reviews in the beginning maybe weren't the most pinpointed. However, what they were is exactly what I was getting from that cigar. Whether they were new, reviews as to where my palate hadn't been developed, or whether they were expert reviews and I hit the nail right on the head. It was irrelevant for me because the most important thing that I came upon during this time was that I was giving honest reviews. One thing that I definitely try not to do here is to badmouth any cigars. Listen, at the end of the day, just because maybe I don't like something doesn't necessarily mean that you don't. And I certainly don't want to turn anybody off to any of the wonderful cigars that are out there in the world today. Many cigars that I do like, other people may find that that's just not their thing. Everybody has their niche. And through that, and through all of that finding, I found that my reviews were exactly that, just honest reviews. Granted, I do know every cigar that I am smoking. I got the opportunity to see them. Sometimes I do go out and see what other people have said, just to kind of give me an idea of what other people are getting. And then I don't necessarily hunt for those flavors, but what I do is I try to see, well, do I feel that way? I know that a lot of things can come into play in that. How many cigars you smoke in a day, for instance, can absolutely change the palate and the way that you taste a cigar. Some people smoke 1 or 2 a week. I smoke 3 or 4 a day. That's just me. It's what I like to do. What you drink can have an impact on how that cigar tastes. Certain things, I'm partial to beer, scotch, sometimes water, sometimes Mountain Dew, sometimes Pepsi. It just depends upon what I'm feeling that day. It doesn't necessarily mean that what I'm saying is wrong. It just means that with everything that I've put into this is the flavor that I get. On the other hand, there are certain people out there that do enjoy just water, so that they're getting just that cigar at that particular moment. And actually, that's not always necessarily true. What you had for lunch. Did you have spicy food? Did you have something that changed your palate? It's all part of the whole growing experience with cigars and how the flavors affect you. So I'm really hoping that through Cigarfellas, we can give the most unbiased opinions of cigars that's available. It's not that I can say that some, and I guess I really shouldn't say unbiased, because there are certain cigars that I'm really partial to. And many of you that watch my videos know what some of those cigars are. Our hope and our goal is to start reviewing more and more cigars more frequently. We're actually looking for more writers for cigar reviews, for written reviews. I've recently brought in one of my good friends, Trident, and we've kind of decided on a path that we're going to take. But nonetheless, either way, I hope that you guys will enjoy our videos and continue watching throughout, your cigar smoking history. If there's anything that you guys want us to review, by all means, send me an email. We're certainly interested in hearing what you guys have to say, and we'll try to get to that review as quickly as we can. If there's any beers or scotches that you may want reviewed, or even whiskeys for that matter, please, by all means, feel free to say something. We do talk about the cutters that we use, we talk about the lighters that we use, and like I said, our hope is that through our videos that you'll gain a little bit more insight into the cigar world and just realize that it's not just a bunch of dried leaves. There are very complex flavors. There's very complex notes of smells that you can get from cigars, and it's an excellent hobby to enjoy. So we hope to continue to see you here at cigarfellas.com. My name is Moose, and we'll see you soon.